And Mrs. Brown, who is here and listens every day, just brought by her David Ortiz Cooking with the Pros cookbook and opened it up to Ty Law's Peach Cobbler.
Yeah.
Ty Law is here. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you feeling?
Everybody?
Thanks.
Ty Law.
Thanks for nothing last night. Pouring shots down Wiggy's throat, my throat, your throat. I mean, you can't do this every road show.
Hey, guess what? We gonna get it started when we leave here. So meet me at the bar when Greg kicked me off the stage. Meet me at the bar. We're gonna have a good time.
All right.
Grilled pineapple is my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
The Corvus.
So good.
Yeah, good Corvus. Great Corvus last
Appreciate
night. Your peach cobbler.
Yeah.
2 sticks of butter, 2 bags of sliced frozen peaches, and 8-ounce can of crescent rolls, and then a can of Mountain Dew.
Yes, you can also use Coca-Cola too. So you can use Mountain Dew or Coca-Cola.
Or Corvus.
Huh?
Or Corvus.
Yeah, we can do that. I ain't tried it with Corvus yet, but I also like it with apples too, guys. So if y'all look at Cooking with the Pros, I'm telling you, this is the simplest cobbler that you will ever make. But hey, I like Coca-Cola.
You like Coca-Cola?
I mean, the Mountain Dew is tough. You can use Sprite, Coca-Cola, or Mountain Dew. But I'm telling you, it's the easiest cobbler that you ever made. You think you're at a restaurant, I'm trying to tell you.
Well, it's parade day in Boston.
Okay.
Celtics celebrating.
Yes.
And you got to go way back to think about how you were feeling after winning it all.
I'm not going to lie. Like, the first parade, it was great. The second and the third parade, pain in the ass. Because, I mean, you can't get through the traffic. You can't do nothing. But it's awesome for the Celtics to be able to experience this group of guys. It's going to be crazy in Boston. I'm not going into Boston today, guys. Y'all can handle all that. I'm going home, going straight to Rhode Island, pass right through because y'all don't want to be stuck in that traffic. So I'll be celebrating from afar.
Wiggy tried to tell us that alcohol wasn't a big thing when you guys were in your parades. Do you remember something?
I don't know what float Wiggy was on.
I don't remember.
Because we was drinking.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
I don't remember having no drinks on our float.
What?
Man.
I don't remember.
Ty, was it
You was on the boring float. Kidding me?
Ty, were you the one that got craft dancing with Bill?
Yes.
Yes.
That was an all-timer.
I remember that.
Yeah, and guess what? They was drinking too.
Right.
On my float, we was drinking. Bill was drinking. Kraft was drinking. So, you know.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
And you know we drank before. We
No,
can
I
say
know,
it
but
now.
I
We can't get fined.
It's so long
We drank
ago.
We drank before practice too, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. When it was cold as hell, when you had to drive to the practice, we all had a flask. Blame it on Mike Vrabel. He started it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So what would you drink?
Let's get that on Instagram,
Whatever's in
please.
somebody's flask.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had the cognac. Back there, you had the Hennessy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hennessy was big.
it was the Hennessy because that keep you warm. The brown stuff, you know, I don't drink brown. Of course, I got Corvus vodka. Brown make
That's
you want
right.
to fight somebody. But at the same time, we're about to go practice. So on the way to practice, we always, you know, took a couple swigs before we went out there. And,
T-Shaw always had the Hennessy.
huh?
T-Shaw, remember, he always had the Hennessy.
Yeah. I mean,
And
but
what
with
he-
Vrabel, like the flask thing, though, in the locker, I'm like, you know what? I like that. So I went and got me a flask. I went and got my initials put on it and everything.
So Mike Vrabel
Yeah.
started that tradition,
Yes.
which is drinking before and during practice.
No, not drink. He didn't start drinking. He started with the flask. So he had the fancy flask with him. So it's like, hey, we go over to Vrabel, man. Let me get a swig, man. And everybody, take
Greg, Worm is nodding over here.
Warm you up, Greg. Warm you up.
Well, yeah, why not? Right? It was cold out there.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
cold.
It was cold out
And,
there.
and we used to have to drive to practice too. Remember that? That sucked too. You know,
Oh,
drive.
Yeah, because you couldn't practice.
We
in
couldn't
there.
practice at the facility, so we it's like we were still in Pop Warner in the NFL. That everybody got shoulder pads and helmets on, really driving 5 minutes to practice.
Oh.
So we were talking earlier about repeating when it comes to the Celtics. How hard is it? I mean, different sport, but a similar feat to accomplish. How hard is it to repeat?
No, it's very hard because everybody's coming at your head. You know what I mean? They're going to put their best performance out there. You got the championship. That's what everyone goes into training camp thinking that this is the year. Even though you know you might not have a chance in hell, but this is the year that we're going to make it. So if you beat the champion, that's doing a lot, you know, for your confidence. But it's very hard because everyone's giving you their best shot. You know how it was when we was there, Wig. It's like because we got a championship, now everyone's coming for your head. I mean, they're putting on their best performance. They're marking it in their calendars. Okay, this is the Celtics. So it's going to be interesting to see how they respond. because, they've been through a lot of championships, but now that you're on top, I want to see how they're going to respond.
But when you have that good core, then you're a team where your expectations are to be back at it. Because I wasn't there in 03, I was in Carolina, but the core that they had, the expectation was, like the Celtics, we're going to be back there. And he's right. When we played them in Carolina, we were like, we wanted to knock the giant off the mountain. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But when you have a core like that, you always know that that's your goal and that's where you're going to be headed to.
But Ty, Wiggy was trying to tell us that he thinks that the pressure is going to be harder moving forward now.
Yes.
Me, and I don't want to speak for anybody else, but I believe Greg feels this way too, that the pressure was probably harder on guys like Jason Tatum to get it done the first time because everybody was saying he couldn't get it done.
No, I mean, that's very hard too. It's a different type of pressure because, he had so many expectations and they got close and you couldn't get over the hump. Now that you got over the hump, people are going to put those different expectations on it. Can I do it again? Can he do it again? Because he's still young. How old is Jason Tatum?
27 or 26?
That's what I'm saying. So he's still right in the prime. So
Old for Bill.
you got to think that if they keep Brown and Tatum together, you got to expect at least 2 to 3 more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you want a dynasty out of it. I mean, one and done, that's not good enough for these guys because they're too young.
Well, Curtis alluded to it, but speaking of pressure to perform, Bill Belichick has a new girlfriend.
I guess he's performing very well. Hey. Look, he performing very well. I'm like, damn, Bill.
She's
young
too.
Huh?
She young,
How old is she?
24.
What?
Your number.
Yeah.
That's my favorite number, but my daughter's 24 too.
Oh my
damn,
goodness.
Bill. Look, with all due respect, I have a 24-year-old daughter.
What would happen if she brought Bill Belichick home?
He gonna turn his ass right back around. Thank you, but hey,
Right out there.
hey,
Yeah.
you have to go.
Greg said he wouldn't care.
And you staying? You staying right here? I'll put her on curfew. And I can't. She don't listen to me. But I was like, you know what? More power to them. They're grown adults. But I think when you look at it from a male perspective, it's like, oh, good for him. But then when you look at it from a dad perspective, you're like, oh, hell no.
Hell no.
All right. Well, I want to thank you for you've come to road shows since we started. So, round of applause for Ty Law.
Thank you, guys.
Best in the biz.
The nicest person out there.
You can find Corvus Vodka all over. You
can find Corvus Vodka everywhere. Hey, when you leave here, go to the State Store right around the corner. One exit down. Go get Corvus. We only got grilled pineapple. I know the governor, he's coming here.
Yeah.
We got to make sure that he approves the tropical and the pure so we can get it throughout the state, all 3 SKUs, man. But I appreciate you guys' support thus far. It's been amazing. It's been amazing.
I'm not sure that the governor's going to make it after what you did to him last night. How many shots would you guess you did with the governor of New Hampshire last night?
Oh,
a number.
He at least 10 in.
Yeah,
10?
He at least 10.
So he ran the gauntlet 3 times?
Yeah. He about 10 in.
Yeah.
But we up here in the morning. You guys, y'all we up here in the morning.
Yeah.
So Governor, bring your ass on. Time to
where
go to
is-
work.
Wiggy's playing injured, but I mean,
It's just a voice. That's all.
Not very important
all.
for the job.
Hey, it's shot o'clock. It's always time. So we gonna shot o'clock right next door, right at the bar or down there, wherever we gonna go. We gonna still listen to Greg, Coco, Wiggy, Shine, Curtis. We going to drink.
Okay. All right. So you're going to go and celebrity bartend the rest of this final road show. All right. That's Ty Law.
Can we just say this before he leaves? Ty Law is the most amazing, relatable Hall of Famer in the history of sports.
You're right.
I think Santo and I share this. Like, we are of a similar age growing up and seeing this guy just dominate Peyton Manning and just kick the crap out of the Colts.
He's the best.
And now he's like, hey, guys, I'm here to have fun at the Goat in Portsmouth. I mean,
he's the best.
Unlike anybody I've ever seen.